only on esportbf.com.
All right, so Kukai is going to be the man that we're going to see, hopefully with a plan. And yeah, it does look like B is quickly going to be going off into the favor here of Vertex. Vertex looking decent so far. We do see those explosives coming out. Kama is going to try and blow down at least one of those walls. And B is going to be heavily contested. This is one of the things that I do remember commentating on this map is this B flag is just so brutal to watch. And yeah, we are going to be seeing Ludo getting picked up there. We do have a couple of players here from VeNM way out on this A flag. They are going to be out in the open just a little bit. VnM comes around the corner. Oh my god, how does he win that fight? That should not happen. His teammate is going to be able to clean up the second one. That will be Kukai there taking down Magna. But wow, the engagements here are definitely favoring VeNM and company as they just mop that up. VeNM did end up getting picked up from behind. I think his teammates, though, should be able to get those spawns off in time. We do see that C flag starting to flash, though. Comet is going to be back up and alive as well. And nice little patience there, not shooting too fast or too soon, but Dulles will be able to come out with that kill in the end. Magna also gets picked up. We see Ludo still going to be up and alive onto this B flag. C will be getting contested. So is this a pretty, legit strategy, maybe going for a double outside flag, like the AC flag, as opposed to trying to get that B flag?
Yeah, so a lot of the times, if you know you're getting beat up in B, forget about it, capture the outside flags, and then you force the opposition to make a choice. They have to go somewhere, and the moment they jump off, you then jump into the middle and you pretty much got a free flag. And that's exactly what's happened here. VeNM have done a very old school, very classic strategy. They've forced the spawn now back onto A. They've got the side that I think personally is the most powerful side because it's easy to defend the Bravo flag from. And we're starting to see some of these key buildings getting flooded. That top building, we're starting to see a lot of the action happening in. It's pretty much key that by that burning tank and Karma really filling that hole. And we're starting to see Phantom pushing into Alpha, and they really could do with a triple cap to increase that lead as much as possible. We're going to see a lot of those in Suez. It's not uncommon to see maybe 3-4 triple caps going on for a short period of time. It all depends on how long you can hold them for, though.
And we are going to be seeing Phantom just cleaning up over here on that A flag. He pretty much soloed this flag the entire time. B is going to be going back over and into the favor here of Vertex. But Berg is going to have something to say about that, as he does pick up one. Looking for two, possibly a third. No, Fox is going to be able to get the turnaround. That would have been a huge play coming out for Berg, but not going to be the case. Larpa now going to be pushing up as well. I like the crossfires that we're seeing from both of these teams. Really good communication going back and forth, talking, making sure that they are going to be in a position where they can help each other out. Larpa now making his way over here towards that B flag. Going to go for a little bit of a flank, as we are going to be seeing contention happening on Bravo and potentially on A here. In just a few moments, we do see Kukai. He's going to hold up over onto that Bravo side for just a little bit longer. Ludo does end up getting picked up. Opus making his way over here as well. And he is going to be using that assault kit. So no bar over in his hands.
Yeah, and it's turning out to be a really interesting fight. As you've noticed, there's not a lot of fighting going on the Bravo flag here. It's all happening around the outsides, around those flanking routes. But VeNM suffered a little bit here. They almost got completely squad wiped, and it's allowed Vertex to push the area of the fighting in towards between Bravo and Charlie, make VeNM fight where their home is, and it's going to allow that time to build up. But VeNM's still in the lead, 32-29. There's not much in it, and they're already pushing that Bravo flag and cleaning up where they can.
30 tickets to 33. This is really good first map, I would say, for both of these teams, keeping it very, very close. Nobody's able to get too big of a lead on either of these flags just yet. We do see Phantoms trying to make his way over here on top of the B building. He's going to be able to spot out one, gets the kill on him. Looking for number two, might actually go down to this nade, not too sure. as it does look like VeNoms will be able to clean that up. Dulles goes down. So VeNoms just looking solid here onto that Bravo flag. 2 more players are going to try and make his way to this B site. But I mean, honestly, when you got a player like VeNoms who's able to dip, dive, and dodge all of these bullets coming his way, and oh no, he gets the 4th as well! What is that, Lux? Buddy, you better open your eyes. Oh man. That was brutal. VeNM here is making a montage clip as he completely destroys. Look at this. He's on 5. He's looking for 6. His teammate cleans him up. He finds him in the bottom. He's like, hey, what are you doing? You're not even looking in the right place. I mean, VeNoms is completely demolishing right now. Has to pick up an assault kit just to keep the devastation going. Comes around the backside. Looks for 1, gets 2 though. VeNM, the man is a legend.
Absolute beast, and he's already going 21-4 with no sign of stopping. He's cutting up that flank. Vertex deciding to go a lot wider than usual, and it's going to be up to Larpa to try and spot that and call that for the team. But with such aggressiveness going on to Alpha, I don't think that flank on Charlie is going to matter too much.
I don't know, man. That was dirty.
Something else, wasn't it?
I mean, honestly, like, I just want to take a look right now. VeNoms is 21-5. Good lord. The guy is just right now. And you know what? He's not slowing down. Larpa is going to be doing some work as well, but doesn't really have to. He's got his buddy VeNoms doing some work. But he's still going to be trying to prevent those players from coming back in. A and B are going to be over into the favor right now of VeNM, but B is getting contested. Larpa does eventually go down. VeNom's there, though, for the help. He's going to go ahead and get the kill and the revive. I feel like I haven't really watched Vertex much, but I mean, they haven't really given me much of a reason to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing some good plays, but they're just kind of being cucked by the random spawns right now. They had an opportunity for a triple cap, but we saw VeNM getting the random spawn in Alpha. It's now switched back to Vertex, and the random spawns are just all over the place here. But you can just see how wide VeNM is spreading it. They've got a player on each flank. We've got one in Burning Tank. We've got one in Carpet. And they're kind of moving to Charlie Small when they can. And the Bravo flag, no one's there. Literally no one's in Bravo. VeNM are taking the fight to Vertex. They're not giving them any quarter right now.
And you know, it's kind of funny because, you know, you had talked about, well, we'll just leave B alone. We won't really worry about that. We'll focus on the outside flags. What's funny is that, VeNM is like, we got B. We don't need anybody there to defend. We'll just hit both of the outside flags at the same time. I mean, that is confidence right there, I will have to say. 66 now to 49. This is the biggest lead that we've seen so far in this match. And, I got to say, VeNM, they are definitely keeping the momentum in their favor. It looks like they are definitely one of those momentum teams, and they are just locking down everything. C flag is going to go over into the favor of Vertex, but how long? I don't really know. Ludo trying to make his way over here to Bravo for the defense. He gets cut down almost immediately by Larpa and Kukai. They are just really doing a fantastic job of killing anything and everything. Berg will be set up for a nice little flank. Looks like he's going to be able to spot out 3 players and stop the movement going into that B flag. So it's exactly what they wanted to do. 71-55. At this position or potential moment right here, I don't want to call or say that Vertex is done, because Vertex isn't done. I mean, they could go for a 3 cap, which they are going for right now. Although I think Berg should be able to counter here with. Although Ludo gets the kill, so a 3 cap is going to come in. It's going to be rough. It's going to be real rough. Yeah,
and VeNM got a really, really bad spawn here. They're pushing into Bravo. They've got the kills they needed to, which is awesome. But now it's pulled back. It's 73-73. VeNM were in the lead. They had the momentum. And Vertex, over the course of the game, have just hit the rotations right. And they got the triple cap to put them back into this final.
Are definitely fighting. They're not saying they are done yet.
Exactly.
And we do see Berg down below. Nice little pickup there. We'll be able to hit the hip fire spray. Looking for that second player. So low on health right now. And he is going to be able to connect with this. So good job there onto Berg. Picking up that Magna kill. That's going to be BC now in their favor. 76 now to 78. And we are one ticket away from each other. What was once a 20-ticket game, now just one. Now it's actually even. And yeah, we're going to be seeing Vertex taking the lead. Or I'm sorry, them taking the lead here in just a few seconds again. So a lot of lead changes are going to be coming up here in the later stages of this game. And it's kind of just anybody's at this moment.
Exactly, and I mean, no one on Vertex right now is dropping 20 bombs at all. They're going pretty even, yet they've managed to keep the score so level. And it just goes to show that your gun skill isn't everything in this game. It's how you play the map, how you play the rotation, and how you basically keep cool and keep a level head. And they may end up winning the first half of this map here.
Oh, Kukai! Oh, almost pulled off a 3-kill streak. Not able to do so, though. He does get taken down. That Hell Reel coming into play, not having to reload, but unfortunately, just not enough there to kill that last and final player. B flag will be getting contested. We do see, it looks like 3 players, I believe, that are be coming up. But this right here is why I think VeNM is so dangerous. The revives coming in constantly. Kama gets revived. That's going to be the last player on B. There's just nobody was around to revive the other team. Fantastic job from VeNM once again getting into that B flag. 91 to 87 now.
Yeah, and it's really, really tough, but Vertex are now starting to shift towards Charlie. VeNM have had enough of Bravo. They know the assault's not going to stop, so they've pushed out. They're going to contain them into that Bravo flag, and now they're going to start pushing Alpha. And this is going to cause Vertex to split up. A position where VeNM is going to thrive. They like the 1v1s, they like the 1v2s, and they're just going to pick the team apart and then push back into Bravo.
Well, Vertex right now trying to hold on to this B flag. They have to hold on to this B flag. They need to get as many of these tickets as possible. LARPA doing a fantastic job. Picks up 1, gets a revive on 2. I think that's going to be everybody there onto that B flag. Anybody in strike conditions of C, I think this can pretty much call it in. I don't see any more contestation that's going to be able to go on for Vertex at this point.
No, definitely not. But the important thing to notice here, it's only 6 tickets. And this is the position Vertex want to be in. They may have lost the first half of the map, but it means that they have narrowed it down to 6 tickets. And the fact that they've done that, and they weren't the team that was slaying the most, in fact they were nowhere near close, and they kept it that tight, I think we're going to see a much stronger Vertex side in the second half of the map.
Yeah, I do agree. It does give them a little bit more of a boost, if you will. And there's the scores right there. And this is what we were talking about, guys. KDs don't mean everything. 29 and 15 for VeNM, 23 and 8 for Berg, 25 and 11 for Kama, 20 and 14 for LARPA, 20 and 16 for Kukai. On the other side, 13 and 18 for Opus, Lux 20 and 22, Magna 17 and 20, Ludo 16 and 23. Every single person going negative. And it was a 4-ticket game, or a 6-ticket game.
But the thing is, although they've died a lot, the kills that they've got have been the ones that they've needed to secure the flags. And it's hitting the flags and securing them is what's won them the game, Brett. Absolutely outstanding play from both teams here. It really has been.
Oh, absolutely. It has been phenomenal to see. Once again, guys, we do appreciate you coming out and watching. We're hoping that you're enjoying the content so far. Remember, hit that follow button down below. Hit the share button down below. Share it to Twitter and Facebook. Get as many people in here as possible. We got some crazy matches going down. We need everybody to see it. We do appreciate your support, and that is the best way to support us. If you're enjoying the match so far, let us know in chat. We always love to see you lovely people in chat. Well, most of you are lovely people in chat. You know the ones I'm talking about. Yeah, you. Yeah. You know. All right, so we are going to be getting going with second round here on Suez Canal. You know, with as big of a lead that we did see coming out from the start, I think it was like, what, 20 tickets there towards about a third of the way into the game.
Yeah.
You know, really came together, really close. What was it that we saw Vertex change?
They decided not to take silly engagements. They started pushing wide. They started making VeNM feel comfortable, and they let them Slayers slay. They let them over-engage, and when you notice that they're faced with a situation where it's 2 or 3 players get wiped, just look on the other side of the map. All of a sudden, Vertex is there in force, capping the next flag.
We'll see if they're going to be able to do the same here. Vertex, pretty decent start. They did get a couple of frags, but it does look like, I think it was Phantoms there with 3 kills in a row. Really good job onto the flanks. They didn't really go into that B flag. I think they sent 1 guy over on Bravo, but for the most part, they had pretty much kept the majority of their players on the flanks to get those initial kills. I like that play. As Kama is going to be making his way inside, he does get taken down. Larpa stepping back just a little bit here, as that B flag now going back into the favor here of Vertex. 5-6. Not really taking a massive lead just yet, but Larpa picking up those frags as they're trying to poke out from Bravo.
Yeah, no, and Vertex a lot more composed. Just check out how slow that they've made this game become. They're really slowing it down. They're forcing VeNM to come to them as a 1 and a 2, and they're grouping up in a nice 3-man pair, which means that the trades are very easy to come by. The only issue they've got is they're in one place. If VeNM clock on, we're going to start to see VeNM going very wide, getting the wraparound, and Vertex is going to be in a pretty tough situation.
Oh, nice there from Ludo. He does pick up the pistol kill, but they are quickly getting pressured in. It does look like they are going to be staying alive, and now Vertex is really starting to focus on these revives, and I think that's helped them quite a bit on B. We haven't seen the rotation, though, coming in on either of the backline. I mean, like, A has not been touched. And typically, you know, we did see VeNM going around for those back flags. We haven't seen that happen this time, and I don't know what Ludo was doing there. He pulled out his melee weapon, but maybe out of ammo. I'm not too sure. But finally, we do see that B flag going into their favor. But you know, that was really interesting. No flanks whatsoever. It doesn't really mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. I mean, you're talking about 3 different, you know, tickets separating these 2 teams right now. But you know, are we seeing, is that an adjustment from Vertex, or is that just overconfidence from VeNM, thinking that they don't have to go for those back flags, they can just bulldoze their way up to Bravo?
I think it's a little bit of both here. Vertex's play is definitely becoming a bit more clever in the way they're trying to approach things, but VeNM definitely did get tunnel visioned. They saw the white line. They were just gunning and just chucking bodies into Bravo for no real reason, when the reason that they managed to do so well in the first place, that first half, they spread it wide and they forced the 1-on-1 and the 1-on-2 engagements. And that's how they won, and that's how they just nearly got this triple cap here.
We're going to be seeing Magna right now setting up on top of Bravo. They know there's at least 1 person in the B area, but they will be able to win the burn for the time being. At the same time, A is getting capped, so they must be listening to the stream. I don't know. They're not listening to the stream, guys. But they are going to be adjusting their game plan, going for those back flags instead of just trying to get onto that B site. And Magna does end up getting picked up. Dulles is going to be trying to go back maybe for the revive, but there's a lot of players here on B. As pulling out the pistol, can't connect! Oh no! His teammate does finish it off, but he takes so much damage that he can't fight.
Yeah, and VeNM with the, again, nearly getting that triple cap, not quite being able to finish it. They were nearly there, but they're still 6 tickets ahead. They are comfortable, and as long as they can keep this lead, they should be in for a decent chance at what I feel is probably one of the harder maps of the 3 that they've selected going into this. But Vertex really struggling to get back on here. They put the pressure into Charlie. Personally, I think they overcommitted a fair bit into Charlie, and VeNM are now going to start pushing into Bravo. And my hope is that they're going to go wide, because by going wide, They've forced players like Opus and Magna to be out of those Bravo positions. They're now pulling them in, and I think we're going to see Kukai, hopefully. He's going to be doing one of the flanks that he's usually with, but it's Berg this time, and Karma pushing out. I think VeNM are playing a very, very clever game here. Vertex are just one step behind right now.
Well, we say that, but now we're going to be seeing a triple cap possibly going in the favor of Vertex. It's going to be up to Larpa and Berg to try and push him over here onto the B flag. Larpa does end up coming down. He picks up that last player, so that's going to be B now going into their favor. But that C flag getting contested back and forth. It is going to go into the favor. Nice pick up there from Kukai. He stops the burn, so 1-1 even across the board. Oh, he picks up a second one as well. You gotta love that. Magna getting headshot there from that Hellregal. A lot of bullets in there, you don't have to reload, so you can really take a lot of engagements there with that Hellregal. C going into their favor. At the same time, B is now getting counter-capped. Berg is going to be making his way over there. We do see Phantoms as well up top. He's going to see onto the B flag itself. And, you know, we're not really seeing a big push coming in from VeNM to get onto that 3-cap. And I think that's a good thing. I think that, you know, VeNM, they know that they're in the lead. They know that they're in the lead, obviously, with map number 1, or round number 1. So there's no real reason to get too crazy here trying to go for those 3-caps.
Yeah, and what I'm liking here is they found their composure. They've spread it wide. They've got one up top, one down below. And what we're going to see here is Vertex thinking they're very sneaky, but Larpa just holding his position. He's probably called it out. Hey guys, 3-4 footsteps around me. They're here, they're on Bravo. Push Alpha. Do it now, spread them out. And Vertex just can't understand where all of these VeNM players are coming from. Why are they everywhere and nowhere?
Yeah, absolutely. Ludo is going to go ahead and transition onto that C flag. At the same time, we do see another push from Larpa. Trying to get onto Bravo. That ain't going to happen, but Kama is going to be up and alive. Revives are going to be coming in as well. So big flank coming in from Kama. Does he connect with the shots? He does. B flag is going to be completely open. The burn should be happening right now. Kukai also in a pretty decent position to hold off maybe any kind of push coming in from that C flag. But yeah, this is interesting. We are seeing some really good back and forth play from both of these teams. 50-54 so far in favor of VeNM.
Yeah, but Vertex managing to get a sneaky little triple cap for a second, and over the course of the time, over the past 2 minutes, they've been grabbing tickets back slowly but surely, and now it's 53-55. They are still in this. They still stand a chance at winning. And I think we're going to be looking at another 7 minutes of action going into sort of the second half of the map that we're playing here.
Well, Kama just basically, you know, right in the face, shot a rocket into a guy point blank. Oh, he picks up 2 kills in a row with the Hellgreagle to follow it up. He is a one-man army in the back. Kama is doing some fantastic work. He pulled back 3 to 4 players from Vertex. You know, if you can do that, that is going to be a big, big win for your team. He's also still going to be continuing on after the revive. He picks up 1 more, finally going down. But, you know, it did look like there for a while that maybe Vertex was getting their act together. They were pushing back onto that Bravo flag. But really, Kama did a fantastic job picking up 4 kills onto that flag, staying alive for as long as he did. That is definitely what you need from a player. And now it's going to be A and C both flashing at the same time. Potentially going to be seeing a 3-cap coming in.
But I just want to draw your attention to the scoreboard right now. Kukai, the guy that you don't see a lot of right now, is absolutely destroying it for VeNM. You know, he's going absolutely ballistic, 24-8, rivaling his teammates Phantom right now. And he's doing that all from very clever gameplay, getting the trades off of his teammates and mopping up situations that really needed to be mopped up. He had a really good run. I think he's now trying his best to apply some pressure elsewhere in the map here, but VeNM are in a tough spot. Vertex hold both Alpha and Charlie. If they can pin VeNM into Bravo, they could retake this map.
65-71. You really think that's going to happen?
I mean,
it's going to be B and C going over into the favor of VeNM right now. With that, remember, it is 94 tickets that they ended up losing. So you need to make sure that we do not see a VeNM getting more than 94 tickets, or it is all going to be over. Magna, though, he's going to be making his way over here towards that Charlie flag. B quickly going into their favor, but can they actually hold these players back in their spawn? That's really been the problem so far. As you mentioned before, you know, VeNM is everywhere, but they're nowhere at the same time. They pop up seemingly in the most random places possible, but really it's just because they've had at least one player roaming the map all the time. And we'll see if they're going to be able to contain him here, but the push has commenced to try and get this 3-cap. Nice pick up there from Magna. Can he get this last kill? He can't. C-Flag is going to stay safe. Dolus is going to be making his way over here to try and clean this up. At the same time, on the other side of the map, we did see A getting contested as well. I like what Dolus was doing, waiting a little bit patient there, making sure that there wasn't going to be a 2-man push coming out. Immediately hops onto the C-Flag. He's getting the burn going down. Does he spot the last player out? Doesn't get the kill.
Oh, we're going to see a triple cap here. Oh, that was so close. Vertex nearly getting the triple cap hit there. They've got a really nice spread of players, but it looks like VeNM managing to sneak into Bravo, and it's just thrown that completely out the window. That was the opportunity to take it, but they're even now at 79-80. We could see this still happening for Vertex, bro.
Yeah, that is a very good possibility if they can get up to the flag. The problem, though, now is that they have allowed them to leave, but really good revives going down for these squads. We do see that B flag now starting to get contested. They could potentially be winning out the burn here very soon. They still have control of that A and C flag, although not for long. Lux and Magna are the only players left up and alive to try and hold on to this. A is being very heavily contested. Phantoms is going to be that player to clear it out. I mean, if there was going to be one player, it would be him, right? They are going to be able to get control of that A flag. B is going down into the favor currently of Vertex, 86-84. There's the lead, but remember, it has to be won by 6 or more tickets. And it is going to be extremely close. We need another 3-cap to come in from this Vertex squad in order to make that happen. It does look like that comma for the time being will be able to lock down on this Bravo flag. A will be getting contested as well. It's going to be Phantom to try and hold on. He picks up one. Looking for the second one. More spawns are going to be coming in. A 1 versus 2. He picks up the second. Looking for the third. His teammates should be able to come in for the pinch. I don't even know if they need the teammates' help. Pistol is going to be out as they do find him, comma, to clean it up. A will be going in their favor, but at the same time, on the other side of the map, C and B have been captured.
And the thing is that Vertex could still be in this. VeNM are only at 88, and Vertex really need to try and push for that Bravo flag here. They could still stand a chance. They need to apply pressure, but it looks like VeNM have managed to counter, and it comes from that awesome play from Phantom. He took 2 players straight off of the random spawn, took another 2 on the flag, and it allowed one of his players to come in and just mop up the rest of it there. And it's just been awesome play from VeNM for this whole map. So close. 13 minutes of neck and neck action from both of these teams.
I do want to mention that Phantoms is currently on the verge of 40 kills.
Sheesh, looks him.
Get through there. He's going to be able to pick up 1 more. 2 more kills, and he will hit that 40 kill mark in a round of domination here in the finals. Not just in a playoffs, but in the finals match. This is pretty darn insane. Can he make it? No, he can't quite get that last one. 39-23. He's going to have 1 more opportunity, I believe, to come back. 99-98, as they are going to be able to shut this down. Vertex trying their might, but will not be able to do so. And I think that is going to be it. Phantoms just stopping short of that 40 kill mark. But man, was that a match?
That was so close. 100-99. VeNM do take the map, and it's such a crucial map to take as well. Suez can go either way, and they did very well. And considering VeNM do struggle with losing the back foot, and they can't get the momentum back up, they are doing an amazing job in this final, and they're keeping a level head. But just look at the kill feed. Kukai and Phantom just doing an amazing game right now.
Yeah, that was a fantastic play from all of them. 21-11 there for Berg, Kukai 35-14, Phantom going 39-24, Kama 26-13, Larpa 27-16. On the other side of the map, again, I just want to point this out. All negative, a one-ticket game. What?
But
I mean, you know, if Vertex could just start winning 25% more of their engagements, this would be a monster team.
yeah, and I mean, the thing is, this is the two play styles of Battlefield Domination. There's your experience, and then there's your actual gunplay, and it's getting a good combination of both that really solidifies a team. Vertex have really good experience, and I mean a stupid amount of experience, and it's carrying them through this. But can it compete with the sheer gunplay that VeNoM are just spitting out right now? You know, in any of their games, at least two of the players are dropping 25 bombs. That last one, we nearly had 240 bombs going there. Absolutely insane.
Well, we are going to be moving on to our next map, which is going to be on Argonne Forest. We already saw this once, and VeNoM played this, I think, pretty darn well. They did get stuck in a spawn trap there for a little while, but they did manage to make their way out. I believe they did win pretty handedly. I think it was the first round that they won pretty solidly against Vertex, and then Vertex was able to come back and have a much stronger second showing. But you know, this is it. This is potentially going to be crowning our champion, and surprisingly enough, it's the team from the losers bracket, and they're coming through with a potential 2-0. 2-0. That's insane.
And I mean, this was the map that caused them to drop out at the very beginning here. And I'm getting a serious sense deja vu coming into the final. And it all comes down to this. Has VeNoM got what it takes to knock these champions, these winners throughout the whole thing, Vertex, off of their game to lose, really?
I think it can.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I think that they have the, they have the positive vibes going in their direction. They're feeling good. I mean, they've got to be buzzing right now. They've got the adrenaline flowing. You know what I mean? They are feeling damn good. And Vertex pulls off a really quick 4 kills in a row, so you got to love that if you're a Vertex fan. But, you know, yeah, I think right now VeNoM is sitting very, very nice. Vertex, they have got to forget about those losses. Focus up on this map. This is your moment. You have to make it count. Let's see if you can do it. So, Dulles right now looking for those long-range shots over here next to that Charlie flag. Now, currently they are winning on the burn. They have about a 5-ticket lead. Not a huge lead, but it is going to give them a little bit of a buffer if they do make some mistakes. Over on the other side of the map, we do see that A flag starting to get a little bit contested here. As you can see, Opus, with a nice kill, will be able to hold that down. Phantom's needing to go ahead and back up, and I think Phantom's, yeah, wow, he's still alive. I figured he would have been picked up there from Lux, but no. Ludo and Phantom still going to be back and forth. The fact that Ludo didn't push him there just shows you how much they respect this man. I mean, Phantoms, his very presence is demanding 3 individuals to watch him. Think about that. 3 individuals are watching him. Now, what irritates me on the back end of this here, Wildtide, is the fact that 3 guys are watching 1, and yet we still haven't seen a push from VeNoM on any other flag.
Yeah, and I'm just, in my head, I'm just screaming right now, like, how is that possible? What is VeNoM's plan here? I mean, there's only one guy watching the Bravo push, there's only one guy watching the mid push, and there's 3 guys watching 1 dude. Like, all you have to do, call that out to your team. Phantom just used to say, guys, I've got 3 guys watching me, make a push on Bravo. And that's what they have to do. They've gone for Alpha. Vertex played a really clever game here. Opus just holding the random spawn, and they're immediately back on the alpha flag, causing massive disruptions for VeNM. And it's just...
Yeah, sadly, it does look like Dulles did get picked up, though, but spawns are going to be coming back in. We see a 2-on-2 situation shaping up here onto that A site. Now a 3, Phantom spawning back in. This is just going to be a cluster here, as is going to be fair trades going all the way around. The difference maker is going to be those revives. Dulles caught out in the open. He is going to get picked up, and that is going to be AC in the favor currently of VeNoM. Vertex now with that, well, they did have a pretty decent lead, and they still do. It's a 7-ticket lead. It's not bad at all. But they can't let this go down to an even game. They need to have that cushion for later on in the late game.
Yeah, and it's this first half of the map that makes all the difference. In the first half, if you have that cushion, you've warmed up to how the other team plays on the map, so you kind of have an easier go-round in the next one. So it really, really needs to work for Vertex right now, but they're in a really bad position. VeNM have got the Alpha and Charlie flag caps that they wanted. They're getting set up, and now we're starting to see Larpa really clear up with Kukai, and Vertex just can't break out of Bravo.
Yeah, this is the really, really bad spawn trap that we saw Vertex putting actually VeNM in the very last map, or last best of 3. So yeah, to see this kind of flipping on its head, you know, not too good. But we are going to be having right now a lead change in just about a second or two coming on in. 36-37 in favor currently of Vertex, but not for long. Phantoms is going to get taken down. We are going to be seeing Berg over here onto that C flag, just trying to hold it down for that defense. Larpa will be set up, get those long-range shots from Bravo. So they are looking for a potential 3-cap to come in. That E is going to get taken down. It does look like A is going to be left open. We do have Magna in a position here to potentially push in for the C flag, but overwhelmed, maybe? I don't know. More spawns are going to be coming on in. They could go for the tag. A is also going to be getting capped as well, so maybe a 3-cap turnaround? This is going to be pretty crazy. Spawns are going to be coming on in, though, as Magna picks up one. Can't trade out with the second one in. That right there is not going to be good, because we do see revives coming on in. 2 players are going to be left up on the Charlie flag, as Dulles looking in for Phantom. Can he find them? He can't! How does Phantom win that fight? That makes no sense!
The man's a machine. You can't reason with the machines, Brett, okay?
It doesn't make sense. You should not be able to win that. Anyways, Berg, he's going to be back up. Now they're down to a 2-flag lead. We do see A starting to flash as well. That is going to be Larpa and Kukai trying to hold on. Ludo, can he be up? He is going to be a medic. Nope, he is not going to be able to make it happen. Ooh, the long-range shots from Kukai. He's going to pick up 2. Ludo and Opus both going down. Kama also going to be picking up some shots there with those BARs. And you know, something that we haven't really mentioned, but you've touched upon a couple of times, but we haven't really highlighted a lot, is the fact that those BARs, they're doing work for this team.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a 3-gun meta that Battlefield Domination always was. Hellriegel, auto-loading, bar. When you're playing the 3-3-1 rule set, there's only really 3 classes that you really want to play. And your support players can really make a huge difference. And the bar went as a very underrated weapon for a long time. People always used to want to go auto-loading or Hellriegel, but players who know how to play the bar can absolutely destroy and be a very key pillar for the team. But going into this, VeNM are making some pretty crucial mistakes outside of their gunplay right now. Bravo is undefended. They're not counting the players on the field, and they're not making the smart decisions to go and capture the flags that are easy. And it's allowing Vertex to slowly but surely increase their lead, because they got a cap that isn't defended. Tickets for free is what I'm going to say to that.
56-61 lead is going to Vertex at the moment. We did see a really good second round coming out of them from Argon Force in that first best of 3. So, you know, this could have been what we potentially had they not come out cold there in that map. And we are going to be seeing Larpa have cleaned it up over there onto that A flag. A couple players are going to be spawning to the back. We do have, who is this? This is going to be Magna who's left up and alive. Nice pick up there with that pistol. Does he spot the second? He doesn't. That's going to be rough. Could have been an easy C flag cap, but instead, we do see an AB hold coming on down. Larpa with some really good shots from long range. And he's going to be able to take down Lux there in that engagement. Like Larpa just slowly but surely moving up using those trenches. Those little gaps in between as an advantage. And that is going to be a cleanup. I don't think that Lux is going to be able to do much of anything there at all. Ooh, but coming out from the backside, it's going to be 2 more. Magna trying to cause a little bit of panic here, but he does end up going down. And man, the reaction times right here from Larpa and company are huge. Berg and Kukai both going to be getting kills there. That was a massive play to hold on, but on the other side of the map, did lose that C flag.
Yeah, but
Phantom just killed himself? He did. Oh, that's rough.
I mean, if there's one person that can kill Phantom, it is going to be himself.
It is going to be Phantom. Oh, man.
But
Yes.
VeNM really struggling right now, though. I mean, it's easy for us to say what's going on, but if you capture a flag, you move off, and then miraculously it's been captured again, you know that the enemy has got the better random spawn. They should have just sprinted towards Bravo. The fact Bravo has gone uncontested this whole game is just blowing my mind right now. It really is.
Yeah, you are right about that. B hasn't seen a whole lot of action. I don't think it's been completely uncontested, but it hasn't seen the greatest amount of action. It's really been focused around this C and A site. We are going to be seeing another push coming back in. 3 players are going to be up, but I think the wraparound there from Magna should be able to clean it out. Berg is going to be still back up. Oh no, spawns are going to be coming in as well as revives. There's going to be 4 players up onto that A flag. Does look like Dulles is going to go ahead and push over to that C flag. So that is going to be a very strong A hold. Those spawns came in just at the right time. Meanwhile, Kama is going to be all alone. See if he can make it back over here to C. But that's going to be a lot of players in the bottom parts of that map that you're going to have to clean out. And it's pretty rough to clean that out.
Yeah, exactly. And VeNM, again, just now resetting. They've got Alpha and Lock now. They've got the 2 players where they want to. They're finally pushing Bravo. Larpa's had enough, but can Magna cut that off? Yes, he can. And we're just going to be left with this pit fight on Charlie that I think's been going on longer than I've been on this earth right now. It just hasn't seemed to have stopped since the beginning of this game.
Well, it does look like they've finally been able to claim it. Vertex there is going to be meeting 3 more players. Ooh, yeah. The Ludo immediately transitioning back. It's like, oh crap, we see 3 more players starting to come down. Oh my god, is he going to be able to kill? He can't. Ran out of ammo, unfortunately, trying to get the revive or the heals in at the same time. We do see a transition on A, and that's going to be Kama all alone. A couple of spawns coming in all the way in the back. It's going to be Larpa. He's going to be in a 1-on-3 situation. I don't really think he's going to be able to hold this off, but if he keeps the spawns coming in, they should be able to make some waves here. It's still going to be a 2 flag advantage here for Vertex. 10 tickets between these 2 teams right now as Larpa pops the head there of Dulles, and we are going to be having Larpa looking around the backside trying to find maybe somebody spawning back in. We'll be able to get that burn on A, but this is looking pretty decent here for Vertex. Yeah, they're not winning by a lot of tickets, but they just need to get around underneath their belt, you know?
Yeah, and it's just all about making sure that the first half of the map you have as big a difference as possible. And considering how close these 2 teams have been, 10 tickets could be enough to win you the next map. I would like to see VeNM maybe in these last few moments just yeet themselves at Bravo and hope for the best. Maybe they could get a cheeky triple cap towards the very end, close that distance just a little bit more. But I think they're playing it safe. A 10 ticket deficit is something that they can work with, and I definitely think now that they know how Vertex is playing, they'll make use of that in the next round.
Yeah, and I think that they are going to be able to end this out here at a very respectable 10 ticket deficit. Not bad whatsoever. And we are going to be seeing, or I'm sorry, a 9 ticket deficit. They were able to sneak another one in there at the very end, but yeah, that was very, very good plays from them. Take a look at the scoreboard. 35-17 there from Phantoms. I don't know why I'm surprised anymore, but damn, he's a good player. But take a look at Vertex. They are staying pretty even along their KDs. I have to say, they're looking better in their kills on this map. This map right here seems to be a little bit more comfortable for them. And they were definitely, I think, overall better. 20 and 19, 16 21, 13 19, 11 22, 10 and 13. Yeah, they did go, negative for the majority of their players, but not as bad as what we saw in Suez Canal. And they were still able to win it. Again, guys, I do want to point out the fact that they're not dropping 40 bombs and still being competitive. That is amazing, right? I just love it. I love the fact that their teamwork, the fact that they're holding on to those flags, they know where to spawn in, where to push, where to hold, what battles to take, and they're still winning rounds. That is huge. And we'll see if they can take it over here in the next round, because this is it. This round is literally the difference between taking home a jacket and some juice pops and 1,000 euros.
And that's exactly it. And I think both teams are going to be under immense pressure. They've been here pretty much the whole day, and it's all come down to this. Can VeNM beat Vertex again, or will Vertex be able to hold back the onslaught that VeNM is about to unleash on them right now? And there's only one way to tell, and that's to watch.
That it is. By the way, guys, before we get started in here, we got a few seconds to wait. I do want to appreciate each and every one of you for showing up and watching. I hope you've enjoyed the content so far. I know I have immensely enjoyed this day. It has been fun, even with all of the little issues that we have had. But thank you all for tuning in. If you would hit that follow button down below. Real quick, I do want to give a shout out there to eStudios and GameTurnier for providing this amazing facility for the players to play. And unfortunately, we were not there alive, me and Wild Time, but we are going to be able to see an awesome stage and of course just really cool atmosphere for those players to play. And so props to them. And of course, thank you for our sponsor, G4G.ch. Definitely check them out. They're a Switzerland based company, and if you are local, definitely give them a look. So thanks for them for sponsoring this event. And of course, ESB, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. So we are going to be on board right now with Ludo. And he's going to be on the outside. I really want to see if he's successful. He is not. He does end up going down. So that is going to open it up there for that C push. We do see B probably going to go into the favor right now as well for Vertex. But Vertex is getting pinched on. You can see Kukai coming in the backfield. And he gets, almost 2 kills. VeNM should be able to clean that up, and he does. So that's going to be a C flag very quickly going over into their possession. Just for a few moments, they had the 2 flag burn, but it was really just a formality at this point. We see more players starting to push on in, trying to take that back over. Now, do you agree with this pushing back onto the C flag, or do you think they should have rotated maybe to go for that A?
I think what Vertex was trying to do is exactly what they did in the first round. Keep C as just this massive pit fight, because it seemed to distract VeNM. VeNM just left Bravo alone, and it just had this massive pit fight on Charlie, and it allowed Vertex to win the first map. So I think they were trying to just try the same strategy again, and it's probably something they're going to do throughout the game, either on Alpha or Charlie. Just keep them distracted, keep Bravo as just that free income every 7 seconds, You might as well, if no one's going to push it, commit your resources elsewhere and just be a massive pain.
And I think that's probably what's going to be happening here as Vertex looking rough. They are going to be able to get over onto A. They were bottled up for a while over there onto that Bravo flag. See if they can get this last kill. Yes, they are. That's going to be a nice frag for Magna. Can he pick it up a second one as he's getting low on health? It's going to be a 2-on-1 situation. He's getting pushed from 2 different sides. Pulls out that pistol. Not going to be able to connect with the second shot. Did hit a headshot, though. So he was very weak. Unfortunately, just not enough. But we do see that BC hold. Once again, Kama going to be coming in from the backfield. And this is going to be a 2-man push coming in onto Charlie. Try and disrupt this. 18-16 still pretty much the exact same ticket. Oh my god, did you see that shot from Kama? That was insane! With
Crazy.
a bar, no less. He just picked him off of that. That was beautiful. And now we do see FAMs also getting picked up. C is going to be staying into the hands of Vertex.
Yeah, and this is how Vertex are going to play the game here. They're just going to keep swinging between Alpha and Charlie the whole game. And by doing so, they may not be getting the kills, but they are getting the captures, and it's already put them 4 tickets ahead. We really need to see some creative play from VeNM here. If they need to start counting the players on Vertex's side, and based on that, they need to start making decisions on where to push. They're in a triple cap situation right now. Not what you want on the final match. Luckily, Larpa had the foresight to push towards Bravo, and hopefully we can see a reverse here, and VeNM can stay in the game.
So we did see a little bit of a flank coming in onto A. Phantom's just freaking out there trying to find where that player's at. Oh my god, he gets the hipfire spray somehow. Now it's come down to Lux, but I think maybe the spawns are going to be able to save them there. Opus is going to be coming up for some help, as Lux has absolutely no idea where they are at. He spots out one, will be able to get some shots in him. Can't get the kill though, it's still going to be 2 players up and alive. Magna comes around. Can't quite get the revive just yet. There's still going to be a lot of players here, but they are holding this 2-flag advantage, which means ticket bleed is going to be in their favor, and Magna just can't quite get those shots. The tree getting in his way. A is going to be completely open, and we should be seeing maybe a switch over here to that B flag very, very soon. Phantom's going to go ahead and cut that off as he looks at Vertex. 3 players and says, come get some.
But yeah, now we're going to see VeNM employing the same technique, but the difference is Vertex are quicker at pushing Bravo. If they can push Bravo, they draw 2 players out, making those pit fights on Alpha and Charlie easier. If they win, they grab a flag, and they can now reset and use the awesome tactic that is. If they lose, nothing too bad has gone on here, but they got a really good random spawn here on this alpha flag. I'm seeing Dulos doing an amazing job here, coming from behind, and can Karma recover the alpha flag?
No, Dulos does not, but Karma does get that flag. On the other side on B, we are going to be seeing a really good fight. Vertex managed to get both of those kills to hold on to that Bravo position. 43-35. This is very, very similar to what we saw in the very first round of this map. And, you know, it makes me wonder, you know, had maybe, you know, Vertex warmed up a little bit more, or maybe had we had the losers bracket. I don't know. Like, Vertex was, you know, not cold going into that last round. And this looks like a very, very good map for them.
Well, the thing is, Vertex were very, very slow at the beginning as well. They weren't very quick on the mark. They took a while to warm up, but once they did, this is exactly what happened. And the thing is, all of that experience that they have over the years, they're learning VeNM very quickly. And they're learning how to get around them. And they know they can't outslay them, so they're just going to outsmart them. But it looks like VeNM getting a really good random spawn, pushing onto Charlie. We could see a small triple cap here. Unfortunately not, but it does give them time to reset and stay within that 10 ticket deficit that they have to be in to win this game.
It does look like that is going to lead to a push towards the middle of the map, possibly going back over to that Bravo flag. Magna is starting the transition back over here towards A. So 2-man push going to be happening, and that's going to be off the backside of Magna getting a kill. Nice pickup there from Kama, as he will be able to take down Magna. Not going to be seeing Ludo though pushing up too far. Don't really know why he was hanging back so much, but in the end it is going to allow them to have those spawns coming up, and he will be able to spot out both of these players trying to get the frags on one. Can't quite connect the shots, has to go ahead and back on out. His teammate, unfortunately not going to be there for the revive. Nice pistol shots coming in, as Vertex will be able to clean that up. That's going to be 2 players now for the burn on B. And where are we seeing on C? Big push going to be coming back in. Can they hold on? It's going to be Magna and company to try and do just that. More spawns are going to be coming in. Oh, nice shot there on Kukat. And that will be Magna sitting him down. And they will be able to hold on to that Charlie flag.
Yeah, and the pressure's really piling on for VeNM now. And this is it. This is exactly what happened at the very first game. They did it really well, but Vertex just stayed patient. They kept the pressure on, and now VeNM is starting to suffer. It's something that they know they don't deal with very well, And I think Vertex are really playing the smart game and forcing that pressure on top of them.
Well, we are going to be seeing still that B hold unbroken. Possibly a 3-cap was going to try and come in, but honestly, I think it was just there to keep him honest, as Ludo is going to be set up. 3 players now coming in onto that A site. He is going to be getting caught out. Yep, that's going to be a nice little pinch happening onto A. Opus will be up and alive as well. He gets caught out as well. So spawns are going to be coming back in for that alpha site. I think this is kind of a lost cause. I don't really think he's going to be able to do much of anything at all. Yeah, you can see him starting to kind of back out just a bit. But 73-62, 11 ticket difference between these two teams. And VeNM, they're going to have to start kicking it into another gear here soon.
Yeah, and the thing is, although he was holding back, what he's done is he's allowed a teammate to spawn on him, and VeNM got power hungry. They went for Charlie. They said, hey, we need to go for the triple cap. It's left Alpha wide open, and they're having a massive gambit right now. If they lose the push on Charlie, this could cost them the game right now. They have to not make those risks. If someone's hanging around the back of the spawn and your teammate dies, turn around straight away. Just forget whatever push you're going on. You need to hold on to those flags that you've got.
Right now, I think that's a decision that you make when you basically have the lead, right?
Yeah.
You have that 10 ticket lead. That's when you make those type of pushes. That's when you make those type of chances. But you know, in this situation, when you are down, and in a situation where both of these teams are so very close, yeah, I kind of agree with you. You just don't do that. Berg, though, he's going to be on the outside. He ends up getting picked up. Again, this pit area is just a very bad spot right here for VeNM. Vertex once again is going to be able to lock it down. That's Dulles. He's a monster. Let's take a look at the scores here. 20-9 right now for Opus. Dulles actually is 6-18, but he's every time I'm on him, he seems to be getting a kill. Maybe I'm lucky he's charmed. But 14-15 there for Ludo, 17-16 for Lux, 16-12 there for Magnus. So they're doing better in the KD department. That's definitely helping them in that sense. But yeah, I mean, overall, it is. You know, VeNM, they just have to start kicking it into another gear. They're just not quite getting this particular map on the rotations. It looks like, and like you said, you know, they're stuck over onto that B flag, and that's probably what is doing it in. Vertex, they did it in the first map. They were able to lock it down in round number 2 for Bravo. They know how the spawns are working, and VeNM just needs to be able to break that.
Yeah, I mean, they're still in with the chance. They have to at least get 100-90, and they take this, or is it 100-92 if I'm not mistaken?
91. They have 2 tickets in order to come back.
Yeah, so they have to really, like, say, kick it into gear, and I think the only way they're gonna do this is to spread the players out. When one player dies, just quickly spawn towards the other flag, and you're gonna start pulling those Vertex players into places that they don't want to be, and that's how you're going to win. Avoid the pit fight on Charlie. It's not going to go well from you. But are we seeing a triple cat here, Brett? Is Vertex pulling this one out the hat last minute?
Yep, this is Vertex taking the win right here, guys. This is it. I mean, that's a fantastic play right there. Vertex looking damn good. I mean, way better than we saw them in the previous 3 maps, I would have to say. They look good in Suez, yes, but they just had the control of the map in this game. I mean, they looked fantastic. If you look on the other side of the map, they shut Phantoms down. They shut Kukai down. They did not allow them to go on these massive 30-plus kill streaks, almost up to 40. You know, they made sure that those people were not going to be able to run train on them. And you know, it really, really did show. 16-12 there for Berg, 25-20 for Phantom. Larpa going 11-14. He's actually going negative, which we haven't really seen Larpa doing that much. Kukai 22-14, and Kama going 15-12. So they didn't put up these massive numbers in terms of kills. They still lost, and you know, you got to think too, Dulles. If Dulles actually starts, you know, coming out more even on his kill trades. If he starts putting up, you know, maybe 15 kills and 16 deaths, you know, that could have been even more tickets in favor of Vertex. You know, they were doing a fantastic job of locking down those lanes. You know, they just know how to play that map. They look really good on that map.
Yeah, and the thing is, it all came down to smart play. A lot of those players that are holding back when they got the random spawn and not pushing in straight away really, really did allow for them to get around VeNM. But this is a map where they can't do that. This is a map where VeNM are going to thrive, and it's close quarters. They can buddy up in those 2s and 3s just like Suez, and it's going to be difficult. It's going to be really difficult for Vertex to beat that on a map like this.
Well, they're going to try to prove you wrong. they're going to say, no, Wild Time, you don't know what you're talking about. You need to stop casting our matches, because you're obviously bad luck.
Yep.
And no. Okay, so Ballroom Blitz, definitely a much smaller map. Now, how influential are the random spawns on this particular map?
Not particularly, because this is generally how the map flow goes. You grab Alpha straight away, you grab Charlie, you set a line up on the Alpha corridor to where the Flame Trooper kit usually is. And what that does is it forces the random spawn down the bottom south side of Bravo. And that's how it always happens. That's how it always happens. And then you just win the game from there pretty much.
Well, we are going to be seeing VeNM on board. Does get taken down. Vertex with the first 2 kills. They are definitely happy about that. Berg is going to be following up, though, with one of his own. Magna will be able to take down Berg. So some pretty interesting exchanges that we do see. Ludo coming in, trying to hold on to the C flag. Lux doing a fantastic job of picking up a couple of frags himself. But it's going to be a 3-man push happening over here to C. The 3-man defense. And did he get that reload in time? Doesn't look like that was the case. Dulles, though, going to be coming in on the other side. And now it's his turn to try and save face. He's going to be very low on health, but manages to do enough damage to allow his teammates to win that fight. Now A is going to be getting contested. B is also going to be getting contested as well. Dulles trying to make his way back over. Gets the frag. And I was going to say there for a second, could survive, maybe get the player that jumped off of the balcony, but not going to be the case. And, we do see some rocket play coming out from Opus. I like this. So he's taking down these windows. He's doing a little bit of splash damage, but I think the big deal is that he's picking up these windows to where it's going to make it easier for them to be able to see those players trying to shoot out.
Yeah, and this is where your assault players really come in clutch. Down that corridor, hitting those windows, shooting across the courtyard. That rocket gun is just a monster onto itself, and it's a really key weapon. And we're going to notice here a lot of fighting's happening over A. A is a extremely key flag. If you hold A, you can dictate which side of the map you want to play on. But both teams are very, very aggressive on there. They don't want the other one to have it. And it's turning out to be a very interesting game, Brett.
Oh, Magna right there gets killed by Kukai. Shovel to the chest. That ain't a good thing. But he did a lot of damage while he was over there. Phantom's also going to be able to pick up 2 kills, it looks like. But, these corridors, it is just brutal right now as these players are stacking up on each other. Phantom's going to be making his way over to the back side of the line on Vertex. He's going to be able to pick up one. Picks up a second one as well. It's looking pretty damn good. And we are going to see a push happening over here for that C flag. 19 to 18, very, very close together here. Should be seeing a spawn on Phantoms in just a few moments, but there's going to be a couple of players coming all the way to the backfield. And Phantoms gets the headshot. Did he get the kill? He didn't quite get the kill, but does a super amount of damage. Stop that player from pushing out. And he's going to go ahead and look for maybe some potential areas where he can do some more damage. But I like this from Phantoms. He's not really pushing the flag too much. He's just kind of holding this pattern where he's just soaking up the time.
Well, that's how you win ballroom. It's not one on being aggressive and grabbing the triple caps and being everywhere at once. It's a very static map. And that corridor, the alpha corridor, is very, very key. Holding those platforms. And right now, what VeNM want to do is they want to push into Charlie. They want to force Vertex back onto Bravo. And then it's just an absolute... You're basically shooting fish in a barrel there.
Well, Does look like that's going to be almost a full squad wide coming in. Kama does spawn back up over here next to that Bravo flag. Can he get the frags here that he needs to stay alive? He can't. Magna is going to be able to take him down. So now we do see Vertex with that 2 flag advantage. 7 tickets, basically splitting these two teams apart. We do see Magna getting some nice long range shots, not able to get the kills on them just yet, but you know, in this situation right here where you do have basically them trapped over into the courtyard, are we going to be seeing them go for that B flag, or are they going to try and just maybe keep this you know, kind of sectioned off? No,
what they do is you keep it sectioned off, you spread your players across that corridor, you leave one person in Alpha because he can almost sound whore what's going on if there's a flank, and then you have at least one guy down that mid that can bounce back. But at this level of gameplay, that never holds for very, very long. And as we just seen here, VeNM just painting the kill feed in blue, pushing back out. And if they can fight on Alpha, they can get a triple cap now, which is going to be absolutely devastating to Vertex.
Ooh, Opus does get picked up there. But almost were able to get back behind on the C flag, but not quite. And Vertex trying to get any kind of a flag going in their possession. 44-35. VeNM starting to create that dreadful cushion that we've talked about. That lead that could basically win in the game is so important in that late game to have that advantage. So if you do end up making those mistakes, you do have an opportunity to right them without falling behind. You do see Lux now making his way over here towards that Alpha flag. Does spot out one inside artillery. Don't know if he's going to be able to get the frags. There you go. Help out from his friends. He'll be able to secure that. But now they got to get onto another flag itself. We do see them kind of bottled up over here on A. And this is where it's really rough. You know, I was talking about this before. You're stuck in these corridors. If you try and push down the corridors, you're going to basically be stacking. Very easy for teams to just get double and triple kills in that situation. But what's your other option? I mean, you basically have to push out in the open or push down these corridors.
Yeah, and that's what makes this map really, really tough. But VeNM are leaving really big gaps, and they have no one in the Alpha flag watching the corridor. And it's allowed Vertex to rush 3-4 guys into Alpha, and it's about to turn this game on its head here, as VeNM are going to start to slowly lose the line that they had. And I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but rocket guns flying left, right and center in that Charlie courtyard is going to really start putting that audio pressure on as well. Really does mess with the sense of footsteps around you.
One of the things that I would like to kind of see, especially out in that courtyard area, or at least the artillery area pushing into this A flag, is maybe some smokes. Something that we have seen a couple of teams using, but for the most part, nobody is really utilizing, especially on this map. I think that that may have been a way that Vertex could have pushed in there maybe and not made it be so painful. 64-48 right now. Vertex has a bit of a drive here in order to come back and make their lead. We'll see if that's going to be the case here. Berg is going to be set up, trying to push the side over here on the Charlie flag. Spots out 2, connecting with only a few of those shots. Not able to get the kills just yet.
But they did get a triple cap, and it's put them just 6 tickets behind VeNM right now. That was absolutely crucial. So let's hope that they can keep this and not give VeNM that cushion that allowed them to win that Suez map.
Well, this is definitely going to be huge to come out on. I mean, you know, at this point in time, this is the last map that we're playing, the last best of 3. You have to make sure that you're going to win this first map. You know, you have to make sure that you got that bit of positive notion in the back of your head that, okay, you know, we're good. We've won the first map. We're not at a ticket deficit. We just have to clean this up and we're good. But a rocket to the face there, as that's going to be Lux picking him up. And as you said before, rockets are huge on this map, which I kind of figured that on Suez they'd be more prevalent. But no, we are seeing them everywhere on Ballroom Blitz.
Yeah, and this is the thing. It's probably the one map that you see it happening a lot. And it's purely because of all of the straight corridors and the destructible terrain around Alpha that really allows you to just dominate with that, and how close people tend to be as well. But VeNM are being really risky right now. I mean, they're capping Charlie, they're capping Bravo. but they were so close to another triple cap, and they could have seen this whole thing go the complete other way and Vertex taking the first half of the round. It's still very, very close. This could still go on for like another 5 minutes now. It's 73-75, and VeNoM really need to start just tightening it up and going back to how they played in the first half.
I have to say, you know, that was a 20-7 deficit that we were talking about, and for them to be able to come back and basically make it an even game, actually take the lead, is pretty impressive. And as you said before, almost getting that second triple cap here in this game. I mean, Phantoms is really the key player that's making sure that they're staying in this game. 28 and 13, make it 29. He has literally filled up the kill feed with kills of his own. Yeah, you don't see that very often. But you know, if not for Phantoms right now, yeah, Vertex I think would basically be walking away with this match. We do see Kama setting up, waiting for some potential pushes coming in for that Charlie flag. A is still being contested, it looks like. Maybe it just didn't get capped. That's going to be an easy cap there for Vertex, but at the same time, transitions have happened over onto C. We do not see Ludo going out to that Bravo flag. I kind of figured maybe he would have tried to go out towards that B site to do a little bit of damage, but no, not the case. Now Ludo gets picked up on Charlie. I kind of feel like that was a little bit of a bad move on his part. Would have been better to help out his teammate to try and capture on Bravo, but now we do see Dulles able to pick up that last kill. Should be able to get Bravo, as we do see pressure on A mounting, and that's going to be Larpa killing that last player on A, and will be able to get onto the burn. It's going to be a medic versus medic here. Larpa comes out on top. He has the better guns. Teammates are all in. 84-87, 3-ticket game right here, guys, as we are going to be seeing the 2 flag advantage going in favor of VeNoM.
Yeah, and VeNoM's now going to try and possibly push that triple cap here to increase it, but they're in such a strong position now. They've got Vertex where they want them to be, and they might as well just hold this double cap for the rest of the game so they can at least secure themselves a victory for this map.
Yeah, Phantoms does end up going down. Oh, look at that! Oh no, you can't fail! Lux had 2 of them right on the side, almost loses it there. That would have been really devastating. They do get onto this A site, 90-91, as Vertex is going to try and take the lead once again. Nades are going to be coming into Alpha. Lots of explosions their way, but you know, that Hell Regal, it has to be at close range, and it's just not doing the job there that it needs to. The B flag is going to be getting contested as well as A. This could be a triple cap to finish this off here, Wildtide. This is craziness going down. Magna will be able to stop that 3 cap from coming in, but you know, the damage is already done. They're not anywhere close to A. They're nowhere close to that C flag. And you can see how aggressive Berg is being right now, just making sure that they're not going to be able to get to those flags with any amount of time in order to basically get this cap. But we are really looking for, we're looking at another like single digit game that's going to come down here. This is insane. 98-95, potentially going to be 99-90 or 100 to 96. A 4-ticket game to finish.
I think we're going to end up finishing this on a 5-ticket game here, 100 to 95. Absolutely crazy. Like, I mean, how these teams have managed to go on for almost like 12 or 13 minutes, constant back and forth, and VeNoM haven't got the cushion that they thought they were going to have halfway through that round. 5 tickets. As long as they can get up to 96, they should be good. But that's going to be a very hard fight now that we see Vertex really finding their feet.
I gotta tell you, man, that was all on Phantom's shoulder. Phantoms kept them in the game in the middle half of that match.
Oh, 100%.
The other guys started to really come back, but it was Phantom that basically kept him in that game through, you know, from 25% to 75%. That section of the game, he kept him in that match. If it had not been for him, I think we would have seen at least a 25 to 30 ticket advantage. No way that we see VeNoM coming back from that. That was Vertex playing beautiful Battlefield. Teamwork, just picture perfect. They're not able to get the frags to keep them into it. I mean, that's just pure star power that was able to overcome them. But I mean, Vertex, like I said, man, if they could start getting some of these frags a little bit more their way, they are a monster team, and that's what we've seen so far. You know, the other guys doing pretty decent over on VnM's side. Larpa having a rough time. He was 10 and 16. That's the second round that we've seen him going negative. Not typically what we had in the past. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe he is just getting tired a little bit, or just not his maps. I don't know. But you know, if he steps up, then maybe that we're going to be seeing you know, VnM have a little bit of easier time. But Vertex, man, they're just right there.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it's so close, I don't even know who's going to win this one right now. Vertex are definitely putting the saying teamwork makes the dream work to its full potential right now. They are just pulling together and they are just tearing apart this VnM side. But likewise, VnM have got the absolute beast that is Phantom, that is keeping their team together throughout all of this. Again, we're having to see Vertex do get the worst side of the spawn here. VnM do get the better side. It depends if they can hold this alpha straight off the bat and are able to cap Charlie. But we're just going to have to watch and find out, Brett.
Well, we do see Dulles right on the other side of the pillar of another player. I don't know who it is. Kind of interesting. Berg, ooh, he takes his head off. Doesn't really matter. Revives are going to be coming on in. We do see Magna now going to go ahead for that push, but a lot of damage is going to be coming in. Needs to heal up. Not going to be able to do so in time. Opus is going to be coming around the backside, but again, he is going to be using an assault kit. I feel like if you're going to be a roamer, you know, if you're going to be a roamer at this point in time, you need to be a medic just so that you can stay alive a lot longer. Being a roamer as a assault kit, it's not really going to lend well because you're going to get in those fights. You're not going to, you know, you're going to take damage from that first fight. The second one, they're going to be able to clean you up easily. So we are going to be seeing Berg here cleaning that up. Phantom is also going to be able to pick up 3. And they are looking a lot different here in this particular match than what we saw previously, as Vertex did come out with that early lead, 6-10, though, in favor of VnM.
Yeah, and Vertex, again, doing a really good job. They're finding the gaps. They're getting around that aggressive force that you don't want to take on those 1v1s or 1v2s. And they're just grabbing the flags from behind. And we're going to see a very early triple cap of a Vertex. Minute 40 seconds into the game. It is getting defeated, but they are getting the points ahead here. And it does push them 2-3 tickets in front of VnM right now.
But does it put them in a good position for later on in the game? You know, that's the thing right now, is that they lost B, they lost A almost exactly at the same time, and now they're losing C. You know, that overextension, how bad did that hurt them? Did it put them in a bad position? I think it may have. 3 players are going to be spawning in on Charlie. Phantoms picks off the head of one, looking for the second one. Can't quite connect with the shots, but I mean, they've got him trapped back over onto Charlie. I think that they're going to be happy with that, although A is going to be contested. Larpa, it's your time to shine, buddy, and he shines so bright as he will be able to take down Lux. Beautiful job there. And we do have 2 more players on the outside of that A flag trying to make some headway. Can't happen. Larpa is there to stop it once again, taking down Magna, and Ludo getting picked up as well. So we are going to be seeing B and C now going over into the favor here of Vertex. Vertex desperately trying to find some purchase here, but every single time it looks like they get a 2 flag advantage, boom, we do see the fact that VnM is there wiping them off, able to get control once again.
Yeah, and this is it. This is Vertex playing smart. It's a small map, it's close quarters. They don't want to fight Phantom. They don't want to get anywhere near players like him and Berg and Kukai. So they're just going around them. They're dragging VnM from pillar to post, and on the way picking up a kill here and there, and it's opened up opportunities like right now, and they're just absolutely dominating. And now Vertex have the good position. If they can set up along A, they can definitely hold out for a long time with this flag cap.
Alright, so as they're setting up, I mean, like, should we be seeing more pushes coming in from the assault kits, maybe to throw down some explosive down that corridor? They've already made their way in, So obviously that defense didn't work, but in that situation, what do we need to be seeing from those guys?
Well, it's really whatever is comfortable for the player at this point. I mean, the auto-loading is a high DPS gun than the Heraldal, but the Heraldal just has so many rounds, it makes fighting in pit fights like Alpha just so much easier. So I definitely think that it comes down to player preference and where the captains decide to put the pressure. But Vertex right now, Opus is just using his team so well, and he's leaving people at random positions in the map. Like, we've got this two-man pocket here, pulling two guys, Phantom and Berg, the two Slayers, into a corner that means literally nothing in the game right here. And it's giving Vertex a breathing room to move around the map and make pushes that actually matter and they can win.
We do see Ludo and Magna making their way over there towards that alpha flag. Nice nade's going to be coming in from Ludo as it does take down Larpa. Luck's also going to be getting picked up, but it does look like Phantoms is there for the save. And Kukai is going to be staying up inside that A flag. So they did manage to end up keeping this up and alive. They've looked good. And they are going to be able to further that lead only by 2 to 3 tickets, though. So still a very, very close game. But remember, VeNM did end up winning that last match. So Vertex, they've got to be making this play. They got to be the ones that come out ahead here. Cannot let another 3 flag cap at the very end of this match be the decider.
Exactly. And I think there's one thing that VeNM can do a lot better here. They need to commit 3 people to the alpha. 1 needs to hold in the platform. 2 need to be in the corridor. And then the other 2 just need to spread across those archway corridor. And that's how you're going to defend and hold Alpha and Bravo and pin Vertex in. What they're doing is they're just leaving 1 guy in Alpha. And it's allowing Vertex to just pile in with 3 guys. Beat out whoever it is. Because I mean, it doesn't matter how godlike you are, you can't shoot 3 people at once. But surprisingly, they're still in the game. They're still leading 46 to 45, Brett.
Yes, they are. We did have a player, though, that's going all the way back around. That's going to be Kama coming in onto C. I think he's been spotted out. Opus does make his way over here into the backfield. I wonder if it's a call out or if he actually spotted him. He does get taken down. So C flag might be getting contested here in just a few seconds, as well as that A flag. But it does seem like Phantoms is going to be all okay. He ends up picking up 2, and they are going to be able to clean that out. 48-51, still with the lead. And they are going to slowly but surely start getting that advantage in their favor. Magna now trying to make his way over here towards Alpha. Is he going to be able to get that shots onto Berg? Doesn't look like that's going to be the case as Kama comes in, cleans it up. Nobody back onto B just yet. See A completely cleared out. So I like this positioning. They have been able to really bottle up over here for Vertex. Vertex hasn't been able to get out of C for the most part. We do see some spawns coming back in on the backside of Bravo, but Lux is in a 2-on-1 situation. He manages to pick up 1, picks up 2! Lux! What was that? Oh my god, he has got to be hyped right now. His team is so happy as they are going to be pushing in onto that B flag and A at the same time. This will be a 3 cap to make sure that they actually get back into this game.
Exactly, and Lux played very, very well. He picked his moment. He pushed around the side. He could have gone into Bravo any time within the last 20 seconds. But he waited for his team, probably the communications to come out. Hey, they're all at A, go now. And he did. And I don't know where he pulled that clutch from, but he, whoa, I mean, it was definitely needed. But they still 62-59. And they're still doing a very, very good job so far.
So it does look like we do see a push coming over here in the backside. And it does look like Lux, once again, going to be making his way over here towards Bravo. Lux does end up going down, as we do see Dulles going to be pulling up the slack here. 2 flag advantage now going over into the favor here of Vertex.
But as we're seeing here, VeNM coming around to Charlie. They're going for the back cap, getting that Charlie flag there. And could this be a big turning point for VeNM and they're already pushing 2 people onto Bravo. I think they're finally learning how Vertex does it, and they're applying the same tactics, and it's working out extremely well for them now, Brett.
Yeah, we do see that B flag going over in their favor. I like where Magna is going to be sitting at. Kama, though, I think he is going to be able to get that flank going down. And yeah, that's going to be red all day long. Vertex is dying all over the place.
And here comes a triple cap.
And as we said before, you can't leave it up to a triple cap at the end of the game, and that's where we're at.
Yeah.
We're at the later stages of this game.
This is the nail in the coffin for Vertex right here. Man, what an amazing play by VeNM. The fact that they spread the field so much, they got Charlie, Bravo in quick succession. Vertex didn't know what to do, and it allowed them to go straight into Alpha, get the triple cap, and it's now 85-68. There's like 20 tickets between the 2 teams. Has Vertex got what it takes to come back into this, Brett? I don't think they do.
I don't think they do right now. It is going to be VeNM once again.
Another triple cap.
Bullets. 69-91, 4 tickets left to make this happen.
That's it.
And honestly, this is just going to be huge here. The triple cap comes in, and guys, our champions are going to be VeNM, coming from the losers bracket. The ultimate revenge. They lost 2-1 in the very beginning stages of this match to this very team, to Vertex, but they were able to redeem themselves match after match, coming all the way through, winning not 1 but 2 best of 3s against this team in the finals, and they have managed to be able to take that win. They have got to be so hyped. Take a look at them right now over there on your screen. They are just beside themselves right now. That was
Only on esportbf.com.